Alright, settle down you little shits. It's time to fucking obliterate your favorite meme anime. No, not that one. It's this one. Yuru fucking Yuri. It's real bad, so sit down, settle down, and prepare yourself for a rundown on why Yuru Yuri is total garbage. I guess the concept of the show is a good enough place to start. It's about 4 middle school girls that join a club where they basically do nothing, called the Amusement Club. It's not exactly the world's most exciting premise, but hey, I love K-On!, which also has a boring premise, so that's not inherently a problem. What I do find problematic, however, is the execution upon the basic concept of the show. Comedy is totally subjective, of course, and I won't go out harassing people if they enjoy Yuru Yuri. Or will I? Personally, I just found it to be totally boring. Hell, with something like an amusement club, there's tons of weird and wacky hijinks the characters could potentially get into, but they just don't? Instead, they just sit around and talk about their friends, the student council, their love interests, and other really dumb and petty topics. And when the show does try and be goofy and crazy, the comedy just really does not hit for me most of the time. I'll admit that there's some genuinely funny moments in the show, but they're sprinkled so few and far between that it makes the experience as a whole just not that fun most of the time. I think what really pisses me off though is the repetition of every character's specific joke or personality trait over and over and over. Like yeah, I get it. Blonde hair chick likes pink hair chick likes worse chick, purple hair chick likes blonde hair chick, white hair chick has nosebleeds when she imagines purple hair and blonde hair hooking up. God, just end me. The worst part though is that the Yuri isn't even fucking Yuri. It's just Yuri undertones. Like the show is less about sucking faces and touching butts and more just about fantasizing about these things. That's fucking bullshit. I want my money back. Speaking of money, I guess it's time to talk about the animation. One thing I'll definitely give the show credit for is that it's got some pretty nice memey reaction faces, mostly from the blonde chick. Other than that though, the show has a massive amount of flapping lips and still shots. I mean, the character designs are decent, so it'd be nice to see them move around in more expressive ways instead of just sitting there talking. Because when the characters actually do fun stuff, it can definitely be fun for the audience too, but again, these moments are so few and far between. Okay, to be fair, credit where credit is due. This isn't really about the animation and more just clever directing, but the parts with Ocarina at the start of each episode are generally some of the best parts of the show. Like, she's supposed to be the main character, but the show takes the spotlight away from her at the start of each episode, and those moments can actually be pretty funny. On the whole though, Yuru Yuri is just so fucking boring. And the thing that sucks is that I wanted to like it. I watched it with some friends and they seemed to really enjoy it. At the end of the day though, sometimes you just gotta take the trash out where it belongs.
Double kill! Triple kill! Rampage!
Hello and welcome to Cooking with Cabbage, the hit new cooking show. Today we're going to be cooking up, oh what's this? A Yuru Yuri souffle. Now just as a disclaimer, I don't know what the fuck a souffle is, but we're going to figure out. Alright, so to start with, I've first put in the main ingredient, the Yuru Yuri of course. Next, we'll want to put in about 2 kilohertz of water. Next on our ingredients list is, oh fuck, didn't want to show the label. This is, it's pudding. You can just dump the whole thing in there really, it doesn't really matter. Fuck, that's a lot of pudding. Well, yeah, anyway, we want pudding to get that nice shit flavor and shit smell. Next up on the ingredient list is about 3 pints of laundry detergent. It helps get a nice cleanliness to the recipe. Next on the ingredients list is some nice dish soap. Really put in however much you want in there. Same thing as the laundry detergent, it just helps clean the dish. It also cleanses your palate. Alright, next on the list is some Parmesan cheese. Just kind of shaking like that much. That should be good enough. Alright folks, we're almost done. Now we've got some syrup. This is pancake syrup specifically, but you know, if you got some other syrup, throw that shit in. That's probably good enough. It's looking pretty good now. Alright, time for the penultimate ingredient. A bit of salsa. This can looks like shit, but you know, it's whatever. So, yeah, just dump in a bit. This, of course, represents the tiny kick of spice of life that I get every time there's a funny joke once every blue moon in the show. Alright, and for the final ingredient, we've got some seasoning right here. You can pick your favorite seasoning. I just picked season 2, so we're just gonna just put that there. Alright, so next you're gonna want to turn on the heat on your stove. I put it on medium, but you can put on whatever you like, really. So now we're gonna just stir it a bit. Ooh, that texture looks really nice. You just want to keep stirring it occasionally. It should start to bubble a little bit from the heat, but that's normal. Alright, so I stirred it a bit more, and finally, I present to you the Yuru Yuri souffle. So that's it. That's it. So yeah, if you enjoyed this cooking tutorial, leave a like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up.
Come